sounds like my bike. Tell you what. Not a good idea.
Check 1, 2, check. Check 1, 2, check.
That's so good. Tell you what. I'm gonna move down in front of this.
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2, check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. In the 2.
Where the fuck have you been?
Pictures. Just take like non-stop. Has the dirtiest mouse I've ever heard. Prop skinner, right? Prop man. Like you. What was he up? I did that.
Dave Brumlett, can I get a flathead screwdriver, please? Cool. check.
Huh?
Two. Check 1 2. Check. 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 Check 1 2. One, two, check, check. Check 1 2, check. Yo! Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome everyone out. GT Bicycle Panasonic Shockwave Air Show is going to begin in just about 25 minutes. Thanks for joining us. We're going to continue to have the guys warm up, and we'll get things underway here in just about 25 minutes. We got some great action coming your way.
Planner. Did you get all that?
Yeah.
Gotta keep it centered up and zoomed out.
I know.
Where are you going?
I'm going over there, watch out.
Oh, dude. There he goes.
You're just right. So hard to get through to you. Trying to run over you. All they do is slow it down. Better things on the other side of town.
Out of focus. There he goes, I think.
If I get in your way, just let me know.
All right, we're just about ready to get things underway. We got Rob Nolly, Dave Brumlow, and Scott Weaver coming you up doing a quadruple tail whip 360. And he went down pretty hard, and he's not going to be able to ride in the show today, but we do have Rob, Dave, and Scott. Hopefully that'll be good. And Air Show, give it up for Rob, Dave, and Scott. Three of the most common names in the English language, but these guys are going to show you some unordinary tricks. Taking it to the quarter pipe ramp, which is nearly 10 feet tall and 12 feet wide. Our box jump, 4.5 feet tall, 12 feet from takeoff to landing for all the ramp to ramp moves. And we'll also have some crazy ground tricks coming your way as well as we get our two ramp riders up on top of the GT quarter pipe. At this time, wearing all the safety gear, knee pads, elbow pads, and a full face helmet. But first, we'd like to start off by introducing our ground rider, 21 years of age, out of Cocoa Beach, Florida, still an amateur, been riding for about 7 years. He's got a lot of great and Scott's going to be on a bike called the GT Show. This bike is made out of aluminum, a little bit more lightweight, and specifically designed for the flatland action. That's Scott Weaver. And next up we have, coming to you out of Cocoa Beach, Florida, or Melbourne, or Indian Harbor, whichever you want to call it. This high-flying ramp maniac is known for some serious air on the vert ramp. He's 30 years of age. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Mr. Dave Brumlow. Did my grand finale on intro. Dave Brumlow, ladies and gentlemen, one of our ramp riders. He'll be practicing on that trick in between the shows, and he'll be back for some more action here momentarily. But last but not least, we have one of the top riders from the ESPN X Games, the Gravity Games contest. If you guys watch it on TV, you're going to recognize a lot of the tricks, and you might even recognize the face of this guy from Orlando, Florida, also from the Port St. Lucie area. Most of his life, his family living in that area. 28 years of age. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Mr. Rob Nolly. Rob was the champion last year, the CFB overall title, second place last year, the year-end points for the Bicycle Sun Series in the street category, also riding in street and vert in the X Games, is one of only a couple riders in the world riding in more than one discipline. Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Nolly, and we're going to bring Scott Weaver out. Tricks that they know how to do. Scott's tricks are going to be difficult for the most part. The entire time that he's on the bicycle. Once again, equipped with the GT Show. This bike and all the bikes we're riding out here today available through J-Town Bikes. If you see something that you like, make sure you ask them. If they don't have it in stock, they can order it for you right now. Scott Weaver on the top-of-the-line GT Show. It's very expensive, at around $1,000, a top-of-the-line flatland bike, but you don't have to spend that much from GT or J-Town Bikes. They start at under $200. Pretty much any price range, any category. If you want a freestyle bike, they start around $200 all the way up. You got front pegs, back pegs for it all. You also got front and back brakes. Scott, why don't you start all over? You got a little bit of a slanted area on one side, but we do have a nice area out here for flatland compared to our typical show spots. So Scott's gonna lace it up for you here on that back wheel. Getting it going on this next move here. A lot of balance, switching the feet. Spinning the handlebars there. Let's see if he can get back to the pedals. But first he's gonna throw down a gliding maneuver. Give it up for Scott Weaver right there, putting a little practice time in between the shows. Let's bring our two ramp riders out here for what we call the lip tricks part of the show. Some of these lip tricks are just as difficult or more difficult than even a backflip. Not so much right here on the landing ramp, but when we take it here to the quarter pipe, as Dave is going to demonstrate now, 10 feet off the ground, these tricks are no longer playing around. There's a nice tail tap for Dave. A little crank in right there. Coming back at you, Rob Nolly is going to bring it over our box jump as well. Coming back to the quarter pipe, bar spin, tail tap action. Gotta go higher on that. That's the ticket, I think. Nice nose wheelie across the bridge. Ice pick. Here comes Rob Nolly. He's on a bike called the Dave Volker Metal Issue. This bike also available through J-Town Bikes. Taking a look at Mudbone over there on the ramp. We call that ratitude when Rob looks at the crowd in the middle of a trick. Dave going for that 540 tail tap. He was practicing that trick before the show. In his head. Here comes Rob coming back at you one more time. What do you guys say for Rob Nolly? Straight up, straight back down. And it looks like we need to have a little warm-up session on the lip tricks from now on. What do you got a few of these tricks? Lip tricks, believe it or not, are probably one of the more difficult parts of the show. There's Rob. Oh, man. Give it up for Rob Nolly right there. Let's see if Dave Brumlow's got one more coming back at you. Let's bring Scott out. What do you say? Let's give it up for our two ramp riders. Very technical, very difficult, very precise, like flatland. They've been spending more time in the air than they have been on the deck of the ramp. Looks like Scott Weaver's got his tricks in mind out here. Yeah, back to the pedals. Almost lost the balance, but keeping it going for you. What do you guys think of Scott out there? Only 21 years of age. One of the younger flatland riders out there. Give it a big push. Scott's going to set up here for a couple more moves. And take it here on that GT Show. No-handed on the front wheel. Some very difficult tricks. Scuffing the tire, what we call the funky chicken. Yeah, Scott. A smooth style, keeping things going for you here on the front end of the bicycle. What do you guys think of Scott out there once again? Who wants a free t-shirt? Yeah, Scott. Back to the pedals. We've got time for a couple more tricks before we bring Scott with a trick called the hang nothing. Check out this move. Up high on the bike, scuffing the tire, no-handed. Very difficult trick. Watch how he gets out of this. A pretty interesting move. Yeah, Scott throwing it down from trick to trick. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, with a plethora of pinky squeaks. Yeah, Scott. Nice decade ride out. Scott Weaver, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can get these guys to go big here for you on the quarter pipe. And then taking it for you over the box jump as well. Nice X up, flying high for you there, clearing the distance of about 12 feet. These guys have jumped much bigger jumps, but keep in mind this is more of a trick ramp. Rob Nolly coming at you over the box jump. Whoa, he's setting it up big for you right now. I thought they were going to go a little easier, but Rob's opting to go big right away. Dave Brumlow with the no-footer right there. Quite a bit of distance, taking off the feet right there and checking out the no-footer. Here comes Rob Nolly setting it up for you. Yo, hang on, Rob, going for the no-hander. And there it is over the box jump for you. Rob, new vert trick for him down there. Much more difficult on the quarter pipe ramp when you're turning in the air with that no-hander. Here's Dave Brumlow on a bike called the GT Tour, available through J-Town Bikes. Dave going for a one-footed tabletop right there. Let's see if we can get Rob Nolly to stretch out these tricks a little bit more. As he sets it off for you. And 6'2", pretty tall individual on that bicycle. One hand, one footer. Coming back at you all on the box jump with the nothing. Yeah, Rob. Only 3 jumps, guys. We're gonna bring Scott Weaver out here, it looks like, and he's gonna dig into his bag of tricks. Next time the guys come out, they can do. We'll get them to do 5 jumps maybe on their next run. Here comes Scott Weaver setting it up for you on that GT show. Aluminum cranks, the whole 9, ready to go out of the box. Remember, J-Town Bikes, they got top professionals, mechanics working in the bike shop. Don't go for just anybody working on your bike. You don't want somebody at the hardware store putting a bike together, or a toy store. That's even worse. Spend a couple extra dollars. It's not that much more. You'll be surprised what you can get at $200 or under. Also, get signed up for the bike we're going to be giving away. Scott Weaver throwing down some moves. The Dyno Zone's going to be given away. I believe that's going to be probably after our second show. You can get signed up to win. That's over there at the blue and white tent. That's back behind our van and trailer. Get signed up after the show, though. You'll have plenty of time. Scott Weaver in the middle of a no-handed dump truck right here. Yeah, Scott. Very difficult trick. That even looks pretty tough, doesn't it? Give it up for Scott Weaver. Yeah! Got tangled up a little bit. Nice try for Scott Weaver. He's got time for maybe 1 or 2 more tricks. Sometimes your feet don't work as quickly as you'd like them to. Scott's a veteran at knowing how to jump out of a move without going down too hard for the most part. Yeah, there's a new one he's been working on. Yeah, Scott Weaver, ladies and gentlemen, out of Cocoa Beach. Get him on the ESPN in a few years if he keeps up that practice regimen. Here comes Dave Brumlow. Yeah, Dave, big X up to invert. Coming at you with a big no-footer to X up. Dave's working on his box show moves, and he specializes in the big quarter pipe ramp. This guy, Rob Nolly, has no weaknesses whatsoever on the bike. This guy can ride pretty much anything. Yeah, Rob! Double bar spin to manual. He was riding on the back wheel all the way down after spinning the bars. 2 rotations right there. Scared the heck out of himself, I think, but still did a nice job. What do you guys think of Scott, Dave, and Rob? Rob lacing up here for you on this next move. X-up action coming at you over the box. No-footed X-up. We're getting some real difficult moves. You guys having fun out there? Who wants a free t-shirt? Come on, let's get crazy! Another no-footed variation. Maybe going for a no-footed can-can right there. Coming back at you. Rob has got maybe 1 or 2 more tricks on the Dave Volker metal issue. Setting a big invert right there. Coming in over the box. Yeah, huge no-footed can-can Superman. Yeah, Rob throwing it down. Gonna have 1 more after Dave. He'll make up for that quick run. I'll tell you why later. Here goes Dave, going for that no-footed can-can. We'll give Rob 1 more trick here. He's huffing and puffing. Let's get everybody behind him. Give him some support, because the tricks are getting more difficult. I'm helping Rob out for these ESPN contest. They got to ride for a couple minutes straight out there. Yeah! Rob Nolly in the 540 air. Give it up to Rob. Yeah, Robbie. Scott Weaver coming back at you. Just about ready to hand out one of those free t-shirts, but I'm not quite sure. Got a couple favorites out there. See if we can keep it going.
Tell me what makes you so afraid of all these people you say you hate. Just give me one time, blow your mind.
One more time. Let's hear it for J-Town Bikes for bringing out the air show once again. Our combo showing you the last show that we did. We got it under control. Let's see if we can get Scott to get it under control on that last trick. Let's give him another attempt at that one. He's got something in mind. He's going to link together several tricks. That's what we call a combination or a link. He's got something he wants to pull off here as he gets through it. Sometimes you got to get through 10 or 11 tricks just to get to that next move that you want to work on. Check it out. Switching the hands, jumping over. Yeah, Scott. Trick we call the wheelchair right there. Watch this one. Yeah, just lazing through the bike. Didn't even know it was possible to do that on a bicycle, did you? Give it up for Scott Weaver. Should have mentioned that to you before the show. Dave Rumlow going big right there. Getting it blown around a little bit by the wind. Hang on, Dave. Going for the turn down to 1-footer. We'll give you another attempt at that one there, Dave, if you'd like. Here comes Rob Nolly coming back at you on that Dave's Golker medal issue. This bike is a totally awesome bike. Hang on. The no-hander. How about a big 360 right there? Rob Nolly clearing the distance. And a perfectly executed 360 tabletop. Here comes Dave Brumlow coming back at you, up and over the box jump, going for the turn down. Couple dead sailors. Everybody give Dave a salute after that last one. Good job, Dave. That's what we call a dead sailor. So if you see Dave do one of those, just go ahead and give him a big salute. Here comes Rob Nolly, 1-footed X up, coming back at you over the box. Big tail whip jump. Yeah, Rob. Woohoo! Rob Nolly is definitely stepping it up a notch or two here early on in the show. Big tail whip jump. Here comes Dave Brumlow coming to you over the box. And there it is, smooth as silk. Give it up for Dave Brumlow. Rob Nolly, 28 years of age, out of Orlando, Florida, throwing down the tail whip on the quarter-pipe ramp. And how about a nose wheelie coming in fakey, waving to the crowd. The doubles part of the show. Got two guys on the ramps at the same time. He's coming back at you here in just a moment. Yeah, throwing it down, Scott Weaver. Yeah, Scott. Keeping it going for you on the front wheel. Scott Weaver, what do you guys think of the amateur out there looking to make it into the pro ranks? Before the show, working on that spinning hitchhiker, we might see him give it an attempt here in the show. Look out, you got a little bit of a downhill area depending on which way you turn, Scott. He's going to try and get things going his direction. It's a half lash. Going to try and get some speed here. Switching up the feet. Watch this one, he's going to give it a kick. Step behind the bike, yeah! Into the stick beat, switching the feet again. He's got a lot of very technical moves, throwing them down. Let's see if he can pull it off. Almost, giving the bike a little kick right there. Got a jump start, got some speed out of nowhere. All right, Scott, you got time for maybe one more trick. You might want to rebate on that half flash, I don't know. I tried half flashes here in the parking lot before the show. It is difficult, but it is a half flash. When in doubt, go to the pinky screens. Go with what you know. There you go. You're clear of the ramp. You've got plenty of room. Yeah! Scott Weaver, pull for Rob Nolly. Over the top of my hands. What do you say? Going huge right there. He says, what's up? You guys want to see some more action out there? Let's keep it going. Coming at you side by side. Rob Nolly and Dave Brumlow with a little bit of teamwork. Taking it over the box jump. You guys want to see one more on the ramp side by side? That's what we call the double tail tap, I believe. A deck monkey trick. action. At the same time, going opposite directions. Give it up to Rob and Dave one more time. And Dave Rumlow clearing the distance. Double X up. The handout here. This one's called the hitchhiker on the front end of the bike. That's the way I like it, David. Yeah, going for the hitchhiker. You forgot something. Want to see if you can pull that one? I know you can do it. You don't have to coast the whole parking lot. You can just get into it and then get out of it, you know? All right, let's see if we can pull this one off. The difficult part of the trick's the ride out, actually. All right, here we go. Let's give it another chance. And he pulls it. Yeah, Scott. That looks like the easy part, but that's the hardest part for some reason. I don't know why. The coasting part's a little easier. Back in that switch for the stick bead. Hang on. That's a trick in the show. Something kind of big. If that's possible in flatland mud modes. I want to hear mud call before we get to the high air. Yeah, Scott. Scuffs per minute right there. You got like 3 little scuffs in every circle. All right, Scott's got time for a couple more tricks here. What do you guys think of Scott Weaver? Only an amateur. Does a great job. A lot of difficult tricks. Likes to keep it going for you at all times. Scott says he's not straight edge. Let's give one more try. He's got a combo he wants to try and put together. Something he's been working on for the contest. Hang on. There you go. Hang on. Taking it to the edge and pulling it off. Give it up for Scott Weaver. Nice job out of Cocoa Beach, Florida. Only 21 years of age. Been riding for about 6 years. Indian Harbor, Melbourne. They're pretty much all the same. Yeah, going huge right there. I guess we're in the high air part of the show, huh? Focusing on some height right now, Florida. Focusing on some height here on the quarter pipe ramp. Ooh, looks like a tie. How about over the box jump? You gotta break the 8-foot mark. You guys are right around 8 feet. What do you say? Coming at you. Serious height, yo! That was huge. And then up and over the box jump, big tabletop action. Hang on a second, Dave. I got a t-shirt away. That's why we're here, I hope. If you're leaving because you didn't get the free t-shirt, well, then you probably didn't like us much anyway. Give it up for Dave Brumlow and a big 540 X up over the box jump. Here for Rob Nolly, one of the top riders from the ESPN X Games. He's from Port St. Lucie. Went to high school up in that crib. Here goes Rob. Turn down. Backflip. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2001... We'll be back with our second and final show at 3 p.m. I do have a couple announcements to make. We will be signing autographs right down here at the J-Town Bikes trailer. You can make a single file line. We'll be with you in just a moment. Also, if you'd like to get signed up for the free bikes that will be given away, you might not have gotten a t-shirt, but you could possibly walk away with a free dyno zone. You get signed up underneath the blue and white tent. And I believe that's free. Is that correct? Where's Jeff at? It is free. I'm almost 100% sure on that. Get signed up to promote the fact that if you do take it a little bit serious, this is what you can somewhere down the line do, but it does take lots of practice, lots of falling and getting up and wearing all the safety gear. Make sure you do so. You'll last a lot longer. Bicycle, Panasonic Shockwave Air Show. Rob, Dave, and Scott, we're going to be getting it done for you today on the ground as well as in the air. Make sure you're back behind the orange cones at all times. It's for your safety as well as the riders are going to be using the entire area out here from beginning to end of the show. A little bit on here on the box jump as well as the quarter pipe. Our box jump is 4.5 feet tall and 12 feet from takeoff to landing. Our box jump, a little bit shorter obviously than that big quarter pipe up there, which they're going to be blasting some serious height on. We got our 2 ramp riders flying out at this time, but first we're going to start off by introducing our ground rider. This guy is 21 years of age out of Cocoa Beach, Florida. He's only an amateur looking to move up into the pro ranks. Spending a lot of time on his bike, works at a bike shop for his job. This guy lives, eats, and breathes bicycle freestyle. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Scott Weaver out of Cocoa Beach, Florida. And our next rider up, out of the Cocoa Beach area, Indian Harbor to be exact, this high-flying ramp maniac has been riding for about 16 years. He is a vert specialist and knows how to get it done for you in the air on a big vert ramp, typically a half pipe ramp, but today he's going to show you his stuff on the quarter pipe. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Mr. Dave from Blue. Yeah, Dave. Oh, some nice height on that fakie. All right, putting in some time for the show there. And our last but not least rider to be released from the quarter pipe ramp. He's 28 years of age, out of Orlando, Florida. Last year's CFB champion for the year-end points. Took second place at the ESPN Bicycle Stunt Series street competition for the year-end points. Won last year in St. Petersburg. Second place in Nashville. And one of the few riders in the world to beat the likes of Dave Mira, Ryan Nyquist, Dennis McCoy, Jay Miron, and Matt Hoffman. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the Floridian, Mr. Rob Nolly. Rob, one of the top riders in the ESPN contest, a threat to win any contest that he enters. One of the top pro BMX riders for the last 10 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rob Nolly. We're going to bring our flatland rider out here. He's going to dig into his bag of tricks. Our ramp riders will be taking turns. Scott is going to be doing what we call flatland. Basically, all the tricks done on the front, the back end of the bicycle, anything without the use of the ramps. Scott's going to be out here on a bike called the GT Show. This bike is specifically designed for the flatland action. It's made out of aluminum, and this bicycle is available at J-Town Bikes. What do you guys think of Scott Weaver out here? Scott's getting it going for you there in that stick beat. What do you guys think of Scott Weaver over there? He's got a lot of great tricks, only an amateur. Definitely knows what it takes to do well in a contest. Qualified first in his amateur contest about 2 weeks ago in Jacksonville. Ended up with second place. Did a nice job. Beaten by one of the Japanese riders. The flatland stuff is definitely a worldwide discipline in freestyle. In fact, in the X Games this year, only one rider out of the top 10 from the United States. People all over the world. 7 countries represented out of 10 riders in the X Games. A couple guys from Canada, a couple guys from Japan. Yeah, Scott getting it going for you. Looking to move himself up into the pro ranks sooner or later, riding a little bit of ramps. We're going to bring it to the ramps right now, starting with what we call lip tricks. Dealing with the edge or the deck of the ramp. Going to have a little fun right now. Rob Nolly releasing the front wheel there, and what we call a nice little nose wheelie going down the far end. These guys have a lot of stylish moves, having a good time getting the blood flowing before we take it here to the quarter pipe ramp. Check out this flatland trick from Rob Nolly. Yeah, Rob. Excellent brake control from the super one, Rob Nolly. Dave Rumlow and the manual up there on the ramp. Somewhat of a wheelie on the deck of the ramp. And bring it to you, yeah, Dave. Check out Rob Nolly coming in the opposite direction. A little bit more steep on the takeoff ramp. Go for the bar spin tail tap. Taking a look at our good friend Mudbone. Oh, look at that, hang on. Yeah, Dave, ice pick little tabletop going in for some style. You guys having a good time out there? They sure make it look easy, huh? Man, I'll tell you what though, they didn't get to looking this good without lots and lots of falling down and getting back up. Rob with another manual right there. Trying to use a little bit of ramps before we take it to the air here on the edge or the deck of the ramp. Dave going for the 540 tail tap, almost pulling it off there. We'll come back at you with Rob Nolly next. Gonna set it up for you here on a bike called the Dave Volker Metal Issue, a new bike from GT. We're really happy about this bicycle. It's a very light bike, being that it's a street bike. Can definitely take the abuse and the punishment, ladies and gentlemen. One more time, give it up for Rob Nolly. Scott Weaver on the GT Show, getting it going for you. Cool thing about the GT Show is not only Scott's bike, but the actual show itself is everything we're riding out here, available through J-Town Bikes, the reason we're out here today. What do you guys think of J-Town Bikes? You guys are lucky to have a bike shop supporting the scene, BMX and freestyle. If you're into going fast or you're just into the ride itself, Scott, get back on that bike. Let's try it again. What do you say? Let's get behind Scott Weaver. He's sweating for your pleasure out there. Here we go. All right. Half-lash problem, Scott. Trying to work on it in between the shows. Here goes Scott Weaver getting it going for you. Check this one out. Coasting action on the back wheel. Watch his hands when he uses the brakes, and when he doesn't, slides back out to the pedals to start things all over again. Got time for one more trick, Scott. No hands on the handlebars right here. That's what we call a steamroller. Into the funky chicken. Each one of these tricks has their own name. Scott did not give any of these tricks their name. He wouldn't have called it the funky chicken if he would have made it up. Yeah, Scott with a decade. Nice job for the amateur. Coming out with Dave Brumlow out of Indian Harbor. He's known for going big, and he is going to light it up. Yeah, Dave. That was awesome. Style. X-up over the box jump. Dave Brumlow is lighting up the ramps. Heating it up, per se. Yeah, Rob. Going for some style there on that invert. One-hander right there over the box. The can-can actions when they go across the frame. Dave, a little bit of style down there as well. Yeah, Dave, going for the no-footer right there. It's about 12 feet from takeoff to landing. They know pretty much, for the most part, how much speed they need. The more difficult the trick, the harder it is to clear the jump sometimes. Rob with a big can-can right there. Yeah, Rob, the pendulum jump. That's an open can-can on both sides of the bike. You can see him cross. You only have so much time. You want to get full extension on your variation. Here goes Dave Brumlow. Nice X-up little table right there. 2 and 1. There's Dave with a big one-footer right there. Starting off with some of the easier moves. We're going to work our way up to some real big tricks coming at the end of the show. We got a lot of great stuff. Starting there's a big X-up for Rob Nolly. And over the box jump with the nothing. Let's hear it for our 2 ramp riders. Dave. Rob with that last trick, the nothing. That was no hands and no feet. Nothing touching the bike for a split second anyway. Hang on, Scott. Yeah, didn't have any problems in between the shows on that trick. Let's see if we can get him going. He put in a lot of practice on a trick very similar to this one. Let's see if we can get him to try this one again. No brakes once he gets it up on that back wheel. Throws it forward. Look at that. No hands on the handlebars. And maybe that's probably why he fell off the bike right there. Maybe he needed to grab onto those bars a little sooner. Might see that one again a little later. He might try to go for something else. Nope, he wants to go for it again. Nope, steamroller action. Let's give it up for Scott. He'll try that last one here again shortly. It's a consistent trick for him, but sometimes things don't work out. And right to the edge right there. Get an up close and personal view of that GT show. Much smaller in length because flatland for the wheelbase, you want it to be a little bit smaller for the flatland stuff, not quite as long as the ramp bikes, the street bikes. He's also got a smaller sprocket on there so he doesn't get his feet hooked up in the chain or possibly that sprocket area. There he goes. Let's see if he can pull this one off. Going back to the handlebars and looks like he's got it locked into control. Yeah, Scott, switching up the feet. Nice coasting action. Wearing a shin guard on one leg. He has a pretty bad bruise. Got time for one more trick, Scott, and then we're going to unleash our 2 ramp riders. And with a little help from the audience, we can get these guys to go huge for us down there with variations in height. J-Town Bikes is videotaping this, Rob, so they want to see some stuff. Yeah, Scott on the front wheel with a very difficult move. Might see a variation of that one, more difficult one, a little bit later, called the backpacker. Right now, Scott Weaver, only an amateur. Hard to believe with the footwork this guy has. Going for the double decade. Give it up for Scott Weaver, nice attempt. Starting with Dave Brumlow. This guy knows how to go big for sure. Check him out, setting it up. Whoa, hang on. Oh my, hanging up, but they're showing you some veteran style right there. Do what we call hanging up on the ramp. That's one of the most scary moments of your life when you're up there about 18 feet off the ground. You know you're going to hang up. That's not a good feeling, but Dave pulling it off. There's a nice turn down. Yeah, that one's called the no-footed candy bar. He just learned that trick.
Without borders or boundaries.
Let's give it up one more time for Dave Brumlow.
Anything is possible.
Yeah, Dave, getting it going for you. His specialty, the quarter pipe, focusing on the height. Working on the box jumps. Rob has pretty much got no weaknesses whatsoever. This guy knows how to take it to the quarter pipe and the box jump. Brumlow going off. What's up, Nolly? Better step it up. Rob Nolly out of Orlando, Florida. This guy went to Port St. Lucie High School. Uh-oh, he's got something for you right here on the box jump. Yeah! The decade, the no-footer, Rob Nolly and Dave Brumlow, ladies and gentlemen. Did you like what you just saw here from our two ramp riders? That's Scott. Let's give him a rebate on that one. That's one of his more consistent tricks. What do you say? Let's all get behind Scott Weaver. Check out this next trick he's got coming your way. Yeah, Scott. And the switch beat. Nice decade ride out, landing on the top tube of that bike. Once again, let's hear it for J-Town Bikes. I can't say enough about them and the Jupiter Parks and Recreation Department bringing us out here. I'd like to thank all of them equally cooperating to bring out the GT stunt team. We're all from Florida, so that's kind of cool, I'm sure, for some of you. Yeah, Scott going for the backpacker. I didn't want to jinx him right there. Let's see if he can pull this trick off. It's real close. Scott Weaver, an amateur. What do you got to say about that one? Yes, Scott. Woohoo! You guys ready for some more ramp action out here? Come on, let's make some noise. Dave Brumlow coming at you. Alley-oop action, floating backward in the air. Alley-oop turn down and then over the box jump. Yeah, Dave. Stepping it up a couple notches in this second show. Rob Nolly focusing on the 540. Rob is not happy when he lands rough like that, but still a valiant effort pulling off the 540, a very difficult move. Here comes Dave Brumlow coming at you over the box jump. Nice little tabletop. Thinking about something right there. Has something in mind. Ooh! Throwing down a rock walk as well. Tom is going to freak out when he sees all that stuff. Rob's going to focus on, yeah, nice. Bar spin one-handed catch. Oh! Excellent brake control. That's where all those NBA shows come in handy. These guys do a lot of NBA shows and they have about 6 feet, but they have to stop right there. He probably would have taken out a few cheerleaders, but luckily we're not, as a basketball game. We might have given somebody a slight heart attack. Hopefully they'll be all right. Here comes Dave Brumlow coming back at you. Big turn down over the box jump. All right, Rob, we got one more. Scared the heck out of someone. A tear in their eyes, but luckily Rob has front brakes on his bike as well, and they work real good.
Hi, Rob.
Able to stop almost on a dime. So here comes Rob Nolly going for one more move. The tail whip in here. Yeah, Rob. Oh! Over the tail whip 360. Give it up for Rob Nolly.
Yeah.
Rob doing a good job of staying on that bike. And we got Scott Weaver back out here with what we call the hitchhiker on the front wheel. Making it look easy, but it sure as heck is not. 6 to 8 hours of practice. Flatland stuff by far the most difficult aspect of freestyle. Let's get Scott Weaver going out here. Who wants a free t-shirt? Yeah, Scott. Getting it going and do what we call linking it up. Check this one out. Oh! Almost getting that switch. There's a couple bumps out here. A couple creases. Let's try that one over again, Scott. At least the wheelchair switch part. We'll give him another shot at that one. This is a pretty cool trick. He's got to get into position here first, though. He's going to bring the seat back around to the side. He's going to scuff the tire with his left foot. Watch as he throws the seat behind his back and then right in front of him into a trick called the wheelchair. Still scuffing the tire. Now he's got to ride out of this trick. Let's see if he can get coasting on the front wheel. No brakes. So right here at the end. Yeah, Scott. Almost. Give it up for Scott Weaver. Nice shot. Scott, you got time for maybe one quick Vegas move? before I bring Rob Nolly out here, we're going to focus on some height right here on the box show. Let's give it up one last time. Scott Weaver coming your way. Throwing it down with some serious spins. Get a little dizzy, Scott. Shake it off. Let's give it another try. You got to pull the mega spin. There he goes. Let's see if he can pull it this time. The dizzier you get, the harder it is to pull off, as you can imagine. Good job. Scott Weaver, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can get everybody out here to make some noise for Rob Nolly right now. He's going to focus on the height. Rob Nolly right there. That's the focus on the landing ramp at all times. Side-by-side action, what we call the doubles part of the show. Rob Nolly coming in fakey, taking it to the edge. Yeah, Dave taking it over the box show right there. We're going to go side-by-side of this next move, one of those lip tricks that we showed you from earlier on in the show. We're going to go side-by-side, what we call a tail tap on the back wheel. Or maybe on the back peg. That's called an ice pick in that case. Good for Rob. Alright, we got one more coming your way, the under and over air. You guys here at the same time, opposite directions. And let's see if Rob and Dave can pull this off. A very difficult move coming your way one more time. Dave Brumlow and Rob Nolly, ladies and gentlemen. Coming back at you with Scott Weaver action. His final one of the day. Might see him out here practicing after the show. This guy puts in a lot of work. The grand finale of the show is right around the corner, the high air and the backflips. Dave's going to try and attempt to pull off a big 540 for you as well. Yeah, Scott. Once again, we'd like to thank J-Town Bikes and their entire crew. Hang on, Scott. All the bikes and accessories are right out here today, available through J-Town Bikes. The reason we're out here today, along with the Jupiter Parks and Recreation, we'd like to thank both of them for putting this event on and helping to make it possible. Also, the skate demo that was going on earlier had some really good skating action. Those guys are continuing on to skate up the ramps. Make sure you guys check them out again before you leave today. Scott Weaver's got time for a couple more tricks. Once again, Jupiter, what do you guys say for Scott Weaver out there doing a great job? Yeah! Hang on. Got time for a couple more tricks, Scott. Lace it up. Might go for something a little more risky here in the last part of the show. No hands on the handlebars. Check that one out. Let's give it another try. I know what you got in mind. Pinky squeeze into just a rapid mixed circle. Gonna rip some off. Or should you say whip some off? A series of tail whips.
I got killed by Rob Nolly. I saw that. That was cool.
There you go.
I didn't get to, but I got him going into the crowd.
The fastest feet in Florida, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Mr. Scott Weaver. You guys got one trick apiece. Give it right to the height. The serious, the funny stuff. Alright, well then, you guys want to do one high air piece and then we'll hand out the t-shirts? What do you say? Let's see how big you guys can go. This is where we're focusing on the height. The louder you get, the higher they go. Dave Brumlow. Wow, you used to go thumbs down because you knew you could do better, but Dave's pushing it today, so Let's see what you can do, and then Rob's gonna have a big no-handed backflip for you right here over the box show. Let's hear it for Rob Nolly. Right here. No-footed backflip. What do you think of Rob Nolly taking off the hands on the feet? All right, before we get to the final trick of the show, yeah, there you go. This is where things get a little crazy. All right, we're gonna have David attempt to pull off a trick called the 540. He does a little better than Rob. He goes a little higher. Let's see just how high he can go. Once again, folks, give a round of applause for Dave Rumlow. Yeah, a little tabletop right there. Dave Rumlow, nice job. All right, Rob. This is where the turn down flip comes into play. You guys want to see one more backflip? Let's try that again. You guys want to see one more backflip? Turn down flip! Check them out right here on the box jump. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2001 edition of the GT Bicycle Panasonic Shockwave Air Show. Scott Weaver, Dave Rumlow, and Mr. Rob Nolly. Brought to you by the folks at J-Town Bikes. We will be signing autographs, giving away free stickers in front of the J-Town Bikes trailer. If you'd like to go over there and get yourself an autograph or a sticker, please make a single file line. Single file line will continue just about